What's up, everybody? Welcome to Stories of Hope. Was my music right on cue? That was fucking great, right? I didn't even plan that. That has set me free. Hello, everybody. There is already a great room of people. Thank you so much. This is getting more exciting by the day. Thank you for blah, blah, blah. I can't even speak. Thank you so much for joining me. I think people are coming from all over the place. So type in where you are joining from. I love to see what countries you're joining from. It's so cool. It's great. I love it. First off, we have a great show for you today, and I think you are going to love her. We will call her in just 2 minutes. And thank you for all the previous guests. You can check out everything on YouTube and on Facebook and here on Instagram, and we keep reposting it, and all of the stories that they've told, plus all of the resources that they are providing, whether it's ICU beds, mental health, fitness dietitians, oxygen cylinders, rides to hospitals, food drives, different campaigns, just medicine, whatever it is. We keep posting it, and you can keep getting that information, and you can keep sharing it. It's all verified. You can speak to these people directly. You can DM them. You can DM me. You can email us. We will continue to get you help where you need it. Today we had about 3.5 lakh cases. Hello from Delhi. And, a little bit up from yesterday. I think we're kind of like going like this before we really go down. We are going to get there sometime or another. We are going to go down, and we're going to figure this out together. I want to give a quick shout out to, of course, as I always do, frontline workers every day, hospital workers, nurses, staff. You're doing amazing. 18-hour shifts. I speak to a bunch of them. They are working crazy hours, making sure that people get in, get out, get in, get out, whatever it is, and they are doing phenomenal. Other really great things, I just want to give a shout out to a story of a French nun, 117 years old, the oldest living, I don't know if in Europe or just France, so don't quote me. She contracted COVID. She has survived. 117 years old. Bravo. Kick-ass. Awesome. Amazing. And now her birthday is, I think, just passing. Journalists. Thank you to all the journalists. Amazing news coming out every day from the front lines. You guys are doing a great job. And you guys are also frontline workers, because you are providing the truth, what is going on the ground, those of you on the ground. Another really cool story I just wanted to share is 92 years old, Holocaust survivor. Her name is Dr. Cornelia, and she has been giving piano lessons from her Denver home. Hi, Amy. I'm coming to you in 1 second. And she's been giving piano lessons. Nurses. Today is Nurses Day. Salute to all the nurses. Today is Nurses Day. You know what? Listen. Amazing job. Amazing job. And Dr. Cornelia, 92-year-old Holocaust survivor, giving piano lessons from her home because she is so bored she can't go outside. And she says, you know what? I might as well do something. So never too old to learn something new. Do something new. Try something new. Without further ado, we are going to get Amy into the show here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get Amy. What? How about it? How about it? Let's see here. I'm going to move really close. Oh, there she is. I love it. That was so quick. Bam. What's up? You have bad service? I have bad service? Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
What's up? I hear you now. Is your service bad? You always have bad service. You had bad service the last time we had a Zoom call. Oh my God, Amy, you have horrible service. Dum, dum, dum. What is going on with her chat? She's just frozen like this. Should we boot her out and get her back in? Let's get her back in. Here we go. Amy has left the building. Let's get her back in. We're waiting for her to respond.
Every time we try and have a video communication, this happens.
Actually, the last time when we were on a Zoom call, I thought you were bullshitting about it because I thought you just didn't want to be on the Zoom call. So you're like,
Look,
"Oh, I'm getting a bad connection. I gotta go."
Look, I didn't want to say anything to be rude, but yeah. But
Everybody, please welcome me. Say hi to everybody.
Hi guys, hi everybody. I didn't know that today is Nurses Day. That's amazing.
Someone just told me that is amazing because they're doing an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. So nice to
I know a few
hear
nurses
from everybody.
They're like working 18 hours a day and they have a
That's
crazy life. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's crazy.
So where are you right now?
So right now I'm in Mumbai. And it's crazy over here. We just hearing the statistics every day about what's happening in India. I mean, everywhere is bad. Obviously, everyone I speak to, they're personally affected by it one way or another. They know somebody that's been affected by COVID, or I feel like I'm the only one that does not know a single person that's affected by COVID. Can you believe that? Like,
how can that be? You don't know one person that's positive or one person that's passed away? Is that even possible?
I know people that are positive, like people like sort of friends of friends type vibe. But in terms of like any of my family members, anybody like that, I don't know anyone that's either got COVID. That said, most of my family is in Australia. So maybe I don't know. It's a lot different over there right now.
And Australia miraculously like broke the curve and like I don't even know, all of a sudden like 6 months ago they were like, okay, we're back to normal.
Yeah, but they shut their entire country. I can't even enter my own country. So you know what I mean? They've completely
and right
shut
now
it off.
Especially if you're coming from India, they have some really crazy rules right now. You get like fined like some crazy amount of money or there's some very weird law going on in Australia.
Daniel, I would get put into jail for 5 years.
Yes. I just read this. This is really crazy. I've never heard of a country doing it to its own citizens, so it's a little strange to me. But you know what? These are strange times. So I want to know something. You were in Goa, were you not?
I was, yes.
And
so I was actually
in Goa?
So I was in Goa because I was shooting. So I work in the acting space and the modeling space as well. So I was shooting a music video and a few other projects, and then wrapped all that up and came back to Mumbai, came back to crazy Mumbai. So
Goa is totally locked down right now, correct?
I left at a really interesting time because when I was in Goa, the vibe was completely different. Like at this point, Goa was operating normally, everything was open. People were treating it like it's not a big deal, nothing's going on. But then everyone that's Goa. But then everyone was coming from Mumbai to Goa. So before you knew it, the cases were going crazy in Goa. And, obviously it's going to happen because...
Yeah, that was inevitable because everybody from not only Mumbai, but people we know Mumbai, but every other state, they're like, okay, we're going on vacation in Goa. So all of us were like, okay, Goa is like doomed for sure. There's no chance.
Exactly. And you know what? People are not like, I found it so crazy because I feel like here in Mumbai, people treat it a little bit differently. Like when you go to a restaurant, there's when it was open, there would be social distancing. They would have, every second table and you have to wear your mask when blah, blah. In Goa, it's like, it's shocking to see someone with a mask on in any like establishment or what. And it's like, guys, like, come on, get your shit together. Like
that freaks me out. That kind of shit freaks me out, especially that we're 15, 16 months into this. Like, there's no reason. And I'm going to throw out questions while people are asking, and just so I don't forget.
I'm not looking. You have to tell me.
Looking. So, people want to know where in Australia you're from.
Oh, okay. So that's an interesting question. So I'm originally from India, obviously, but my dad is Australian. So I'm half Australian, and I've spent half my life in Perth in Australia. So I've kind of grown up in Australia and grown up in Allahabad. So I'm a culmination of everything.
That's very mixed. Wow.
Yeah.
How long did you live in Perth?
I have lived in Perth pretty much my whole teen life, I'm going to say, because you know, my mom really wanted me to have a connection to India and the culture,
Yeah.
and she just didn't want me to end up being a product of Westernization. So mom made sure that I would come and live in India for like 6 months and then go back to Australia
Oh,
for like
yeah.
6 months to a year. So I always had India such an influence in my life, which is why मैं थोड़ा सा हिंदी में बोल सकती हूँ, उतना अच्छा नहीं है लेकिन बोल लेते हैं थोड़ा बहुत. So yeah, so that was really, really important. And mom made sure that happened. And then when I was 18, I then moved to Melbourne, and I lived in Melbourne after that. And yeah, and now I'm here. Now I'm here, and I've been in Mumbai for like a year now, so it's pretty crazy.
Very nice. Yeah, I've been here for 10 years. It's pretty wild. I'm in Kerala now, but yeah, I've been in India 10 years. I never even thought that I would be, but who knows? So, okay, we're going to
How
dive
are you
right
finding
now.
Kerala?
Well, I'm in the mountains, so this is not even like realistic living. The next nearest person from me is probably like an hour, and the next nearest town is 4 hours. So, I mean, you know, I'm not like into living in the mountains, but in this situation, it's probably the best thing I can be doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
yes, so hit me with your questions.
Okay, now, stories of positivity, inspiration, things people have been doing around you. Shoot, I want to hear something.
Oh, so many things. You know, it's when you see calamities and things in life that go wrong or not how you anticipate or whatever it is, you really see the good in people's hearts and in really just left, right, and center. And I've seen so many things. I mean, for me, with the work that I do in the space that I'm in, I maybe more than other people, I see so many more things with what people are doing, and it's just so heartwarming. Like one of my friends, Chinu, he runs a number of organizations across India. So he provides period pads to underprivileged women. He runs a place called Roti Ghar, where he provides rotis to homeless children who are really in need of food. And he also runs a dog sanctuary as well. So he's not only is he running all of these organizations at once, but he's also providing oxygen to India-wide, and he's started an initiative to give as much oxygen as he can do, and that's something that he just came up with, you know, as a response to what's happening. And it's just so amazing to see people doing stuff like this.
So in India, especially, something that I have noticed as well is the harder that the situation becomes, the more people do come together to help people that they don't help. And being from the US originally, you know, that's not like a US thing. And I don't mean to put down anything in the US, but like we kind of in the US go into this other thing where it's take care of ourselves first, always, and like make sure we have an abundance of shit that we don't need and go to the store and clean out everything and make sure that we have enough for like a 5-year war. And then we'll think about helping people. Where in India, what is so amazing, and this is everywhere, it does not matter if someone has 10 rupees. They will give 5 rupees to someone to help them. And it is the most amazing thing, humanity, compassion, that I've ever seen, ever in my life. And I've traveled to 80 different countries. I've never seen anything like it.
Absolutely. And you see that, and I think that's a very, it is a very Indian thing, I have to say, because it's something, I mean, I know I'm really generalizing here, but it isn't really something I see in Australia that often, or as you said, in the US, it's more of an individualistic approach to things. It's more of a, let me cover myself first, then I'll think about, let me put my mask on and then I'll put yours. And that's all well and good or whatever. But in times like these, when it's just so unprecedented, people are so desperate, you know, you really see the kindness of people. And that's definitely a very Indian way of thinking. It's a very Indian mentality of just, let's just help you out. And then I'll think about how to deal with it later. I love that. It
made me a better person, and I definitely was not that great of a person until I came here and have seen how people are. There's so much to learn. So I'm going to introduce actually how I even know you. I know Amy through $2 million vegan, and which is she is associated with as, I guess, an activist is the correct term. And what would be the other? I don't know. What is the? How did you even get into $1 Million Vegan? We are going to jump. This is now your platform to tell everybody what $1 Million Vegan is, what you guys are doing, and day to day, globally, and what's coming up.
Okay, cool. Well, great question. I don't even remember how I got into $1 Million Vegan. Um, but basically, in a nutshell, I work as the Indian outreach manager for $1 Million Vegan. And for those wondering what $1 Million Vegan is, basically, we are a global organization whose sole purpose is to educate people about the benefits of a plant-based diet for the environment, for humans, and for our health, and for the animals. That's really at the bottom line of what we're all about. Practically, how that looks is we have the resources to provide things like food aid across the world, which is what we are doing. And right now we have a goal of donating 1 million meals by 2022. And that's something that we are rolling out globally, and we have been doing. And India forms a very large part of that goal, which is why I'm here to help facilitate that. So providing the million meals came into play because of the COVID situation. But before any of that happened, $1 Million Vegan started with this idea of doing crazy campaigns to get people to start talking and get people to start thinking about their choices. And so in 2019, we did a campaign with Sir Paul McCartney where he challenged the Pope to go vegan for 30 days. And this was a very big thing. It was all over the news. Everyone was talking about it. Will he say yes? Will he say no? And I mean, someone like the Pope to say yes would have been crazy, but he wrote a very polite letter giving his blessings to $1 Million Vegan that he would politely decline doing the vegan challenge. But we're all about doing these crazy ideas to just plant a seed in people's minds, to just reconsider the choices that they're making without pushing things down people's throats or doing anything like that, just having fun with the idea and sharing information in an easy to digest and fun way. So we are very known for doing our $1 Million campaigns, but when COVID happened, we sort of changed the strategies a little bit, and we decided to make our goal to feed as many people as we possibly can with nutritious meals. So we don't just provide meals, we provide ration kits as well. So to families who have been devastated by some kind of natural tragedy or COVID or something like that, we provide them with ration kits that will help them for like 14 days, for example. Like if they're a family that rely on daily wage worker, income, and they're not being able to make an income, they have no way to feed their family. So by providing them with 14 days of food, it at least helps them to cover themselves for a period of time.
How do they get that?
Ahead.
They reach out to you, or you just find people? How does that work? So if people want to contact $1 Million Vegan or the organization,
yeah, so what we do is we have a number of different strategies, but our main thing is that we go out to them. So we go out to the community. So we are in touch with activists. So if we take India, for example, we are in touch and we have a network of activists across the country. So when we say we're doing a food giveaway, it's not just like, me going on the street saying, hey guys, here's some food. We literally have a network of people across the country. So everything we're doing is strategic. We know who the communities are. Sorry, I spoke in Hindi. We know who the communities are who need food. And so we then approach them directly. And we get people contacting us as well. And it helps us to know that, okay, in the future, we will try and help these people out or something like that. So that's really the big part of what we're doing right now. And another aspect of what we're doing is we provide free resources and guides to people that are thinking about trying to be vegan. I mean, for some people, it's such a crazy, radical idea, and they have no idea where to start. So, and I was one of those people. I was like, vegans are crazy. I was one of those people. And so we just provide free resources to people and help them every step of the way. So that's what we're here to do. We're a charity who is uniquely not here to raise money or anything like that. We are just here to provide help to people who need it and, yeah, do whatever we can.
Take no outside donations, no random donation links.
No, we are completely privately funded. Yeah,
Amazing.
we're completely privately funded. So, yeah, it makes things a lot easier because we're really focused on the cause rather than raising money.
That is amazing. And that is very unique in itself. And now, reaching out to all these people, providing meals. Do people volunteer? How does this work? How do they get a hold? What is this? Tell me locally on the ground.
People can volunteer if they want to, but we actually work with existing activist networks. So, like, for example, we are going to be doing an amazing campaign India-wide shortly, which I can't really talk about right now. But one of the organizations that we work with in Mumbai called Animal Save. So we'll be working very closely with Animal Save, who are very well established in Mumbai with a network of volunteers, animal activists already. So they will work with us because we're all very passionate about the same cause. So we'll be working with them in addition to existing partners that we have like Earth Cafe and other cafes and existing providers in Mumbai. So
$1 Million Vegan as a whole has been started when? Just out of curiosity, because I didn't know about it until I met you. Someone had told me about it, but of course that wasn't like I wasn't, not any disrespect. It just wasn't my thing. I feel bad even saying that, by the way, but it wasn't my thing.
I had never heard of $1 Million Vegan before I started working for them. I was like, who? So
yeah, well, non-vegan people feel really bad speaking to vegan people because we feel like we're doing it wrong. Because we just think that we're sinning all the time. So, I feel bad and I'm trying to refrain from even like saying something that's inappropriate of like, not knowing more about it. So it was started when?
So wait, I just want to backtrack a second. I don't think, no, we're gonna just explore this. Sorry guys. So I don't think you should feel bad about not being vegan. I don't think that should be the thing, right? Because see, I was having this conversation with a colleague really recently who had said to me that, I feel really bad about killing animals, but, and so we got into this whole conversation. And I think maybe I'm not one of those vegans that's like, be vegan or I'll kill you. I don't think that's the right approach because I was also a person who, I don't think I'm a bad person, but I was also not vegan and I didn't really think it was a big deal and then I went vegetarian and I didn't think, I thought that was really good. Like I thought, okay, I'm like so good now. But I don't think it's something you should look at as being a bad thing or a sinning thing. I think, Daniel, that at the end of the day, you just have to think, am I living in line with my values? Because if you're like, some of my closest friends are like hunters. And the funny thing with that is that I'm very okay with that because they own their choices. And I think that's what's really what it's about. Like, if you know where your food comes from and you're prepared to kill it yourself or you're prepared to whatever, I don't have an issue with an ethical issue, I think, with you choosing
I will throw it. My life's an open book. You know what? I went hunting like 25 years ago. Like probably 10 times.
Where did you go hunting?
I lived in Ohio and I went rabbit hunting. And I think of that now and I go, oh, that's just so like crazy for me now. But I was like 25
another
years
lifetime.
Yeah, another lifetime.
So we've all done things that were just like.
Of course. But I have the same thing with you. I have the same thing that I have like with Sachin from PETA. I feel bad, like, because he's such a good human. And I feel like living such the perfect vegan life that I have this kind of same thing with you. I almost feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm such a sinner. Okay. But I think a lot of people have this. I played at a vegan music festival in Mumbai. And I came off stage and everybody that I was playing with in the group, they all vegans. And this journalist came right up to me and said, oh my God, this is so great to have you here. We're so proud. How long have you been vegan for? And I was like,
oh no,
on camera. And I froze and I was like, well, I'm attempting and I'm trying, because that's the best that I can say and do.
Yeah.
And as you say, you live your best life. So I'm trying.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. Everyone's got their own journey, and you just have to try your best. And I think the only thing I suggest to people is to just open their mind to new information and not feel challenged. Because I think when we grow up, like I did, I grew up with being told that you need to do this. This is how it is. This is what we do. And whether that's religion or anything, when you grow up in an environment where you're told, it's like this, it's like that, as an adult, that becomes ingrained in your psyche, that this is how things always have been. So it takes a lot to really push yourself out of that cyclic thinking and be like, oh, why am I doing this?
Oh, of course.
And I think,
I grew up in a religious household, so I totally get it.
Yeah.
I went to religious school for like 12 years after regular school.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and I need to graduate that as well. So I know all about that. Now, listen, we keep the show short because people don't like to hear me talk for so long. I want you to tell people where they can find you, where they can find information on $1 Million Vegan, how they can be involved. Give them all the information, and then we will as well post it.
Cool. Well, guys, if anybody wants to get involved with $1 Million Vegan, feel free to follow our Instagram. We will be posting everything that we're doing with our India food aid activities on there. You can follow $1 Million Vegan India or $1 Million Vegan page, or you can follow me, because you can get to $1 Million Vegan from my page. So feel free, whatever works for you. And yeah, I just, on a very general note, I just encourage people to get involved with their community, and any opportunity that you see to volunteer, or I don't know, help out someone that might be in need, or ask if someone's okay, just do it. This is a time where we need to all pitch in and do whatever we can. So
I hope that most of this doesn't end when all of this does eventually end. I hope people stay more connected as they have forced to be, because you're not socially connected, you're actually reaching out in concern of people and hoping they're okay. That's kind of nice. And it's a shame it took to get to this point, and I'm sure as the human psyche works, 6 months after this is done, we will sort of go back to where we were, because that's just the way we are. But
yeah, exactly.
So, thank you so much. Thank you for being on.
Thank you, Daniel.
And be safe and be smart, as I tell everybody.
Thanks, Daniel. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Okay, thank you very much to Amy. She is amazing. $1 Million Vegan. You can get the link from her bio page. You can go to $1 Million Vegan Direct. They think of this statistic: 1 million meals by 2022. That is unbelievable. Amazing. Now I'm just going to take 1 or 2 questions quickly before I go as well. We have 2 amazing guests tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is Sunny's birthday. I will wish her in advance. Let's see. Any questions here? Why don't you reply to me? I don't know. Are you asking a question? Ask and I'll reply something. Again, I want to give a huge thank you. Today is National or International Nurses Day. Thank you to all the nurses. They're doing an amazing job. 18-hour days, crazy days. I was just speaking to somebody on the phone who is going to be a guest on Saturday, I believe, a nurse in a hospital in Mumbai. And she told me that she works between 18 to 20 hours a day she is working. So happy National Nurses Day. We love you. You're amazing. You're on the front line, and you deserve all the credit. Let's see. How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing good at home. Any other questions before we go? And you can check out everything here that you just saw, all the information you can check out. You can DM me. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Facebook, here on Instagram, maybe a podcast with the audio. Whatever it is, you can find the information. We will keep posting it. All the available resources, whether it's meals from $1 Million Vegan, whether it's meals or helping animals with PETA or RRSA, whether it is finding oxygen, ventilators, ICU beds, rides to airports, ride to airport. I can't even talk right. Ride to hospitals. You can contact Piyush Jain, Hitendra Kapopar. We will keep posting their information. Mental health, mental fitness, regular fitness, nutrition. We've had doctors on. you can go on and check out all of the information. I see a lot of stuff being posted about Israel and Palestine. Yes, there's a lot going on. There's not a political show, but yes, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of conflict, and we hope that that calms down soon. Okay, anything else going on? Anything else going on? That's it. Okay. Love you all. Be safe. Be smart. Do not be stupid. Wear one mask. Wear two masks. I don't know. Maybe next week will be at 3 masks. I have no idea what's even going on, but I think we're at 2 masks. I was outside here in Kerala. They made me wear 2 masks. So follow the law. Follow what people are saying. And enjoy. Be smart. Be safe. See you all later. Thank you so much for tuning in.